In this video, I'll teach you the basics of the game of golf. Although not popular among young people, this sport still attracts a good number of adults in the US. Simply put, the goal in this game is to place a ball inside a hole with a few strokes. The player with less strokes than the rest wins the competition. First, let's get to know the area where the game is played. When you start the game, you go to the tee area shown below in the picture and hit the ball. This area is also simply known as a tee. The action of hitting the ball is called teeing off. That's why it's called the teeing area. You have to send the ball forward as far as you can. Remember that the fewer strokes to the ball to get to the hole, the better your chances to win. There's a long stretch of land next to the teeing area. It's called the fairway. As you can see from the photo, the fairway grass is trimmed, while the area on the sides are not so much. This area on the sides of the fairway, where the trees are, is called the rough. When you tee off at first, you have to try to avoid this rough, since it's gonna be harder if your ball lands there. Next to the fairway, you're gonna see an area where the hole is, marked by a flag. This is called the green. There's also what is known as hazards. Hazards are areas where your ball can fall and are hard to hit your ball from. One of them is the bunker, a sand area. Another one is a water hazard. It can be a lake or a pond. Now let's take a look at the whole picture. You can see the teeing off area, the fairway, the rough, where the trees are, a few bunkers along the way, and the green. All that happens in this area that we have seen so far, from the tee to the green, is called a hole. Since each golf course is different in size, when you play a hole, you are assigned a specific number of strokes to get to the hole. This ideal number of strokes is called a par. Let's say you're playing a hole, and they tell you that this is a par 5 hole. This means that you ideally should hit the ball 5 times from the teeing area to reach the hole. But as you can imagine, not everybody is going to get to the hole with just 5 strokes. Some will use more than 5, over par, although some skillful players might get to the hole with less than 5 strokes, under par. Let's say we're playing a par 4 hole. If I hit the ball 5 times to get to the hole, I made 1 shot over par. Remember, I was supposed to ideally hit the ball 4 times. If I hit the ball 3 times, I made 1 shot under par. There are special names for these over par and under par shots. Here's a few of them. Double bogey, 2 shots over par. Bogey, 1 shot over par. Par, even score to par. Birdie, 1 shot under par. Eagle, 2 shots under par. In other words, every time you see a player with negative points, that means he's a good player. And when you see a player with positive points, he's probably losing. In this game, you score less, you're in the lead. We just learned about playing a single hole. A whole round or game of golf consists of 18 holes. As I said before, the player with the least number of strokes of all the 18 holes combined is the winner. Now let's see a few related words to the game of golf. Drive is a word used for the initial shot made at the tee. To putt is to hit the ball lightly at the green. A hole-in-one is a shot made from the tee straight to the hole, no strokes in between. A caddy is a person who helps the player, especially carrying his golf clubs. 4 is something a player might yell to warn people of a ball headed in their direction. A golf course is the entire area of the 18 holes.